anybody
All right,
believes
we
in the
gotta find
Bible, right, I got that news for y'all, buddy boys and girls. I got that news, you dig? And now,
Are
disclaimer though, right?
you guys pretty good at
If
this
anybody
game?
does not believe in the Bible, right, may
Not
disregard
good.
everything I'm finna say, right? Because I understand that it holds no
Not bad, but
weight
not the best.
according to your own circumstances, right? I fully understand that, and that's not bias, and that's fair at the exact same time, right? Now that that disclaimer is out of the way, right? Let's get down to business. This is the book of Leviticus, right? Chapter 11,
That guy
verses
okay?
9
That guy
through
okay over
12
there?
states that it is a great, 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 great sin to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster. All right, this is in the book that you say you believe in, if you believe in the Bible, all right? Now, not only is it a sin to eat shrimp, crab, and lobster, right, but it states all creatures that live in the waters that do not have both fins and scales together. These are an abomination to eat for me. It's a sin to eat whale meat.
Hey,
It's a sin
but
to
you
eat shark
gotta
meat,
you
squid,
gotta remember.
octopus.
Hey,
So what?
hey, Yellow. Before you're talking about the diet in Leviticus, you got to remember this: when Paul seen the sheep come down, the Lord said all things are clean if you sanctify him through him, right? So to go back to the old law, like you're going back, you're kind of misinterpreting.
I'm misinterpreting. So do you think that that passage was talking about food?
But do we live? Do we? Yeah, well, do we live in the Old Testament law, or are we under a new covenant?
Well, I asked the question real quick. Just do you think that, because you quoted Acts 10, do you think Acts 10 was talking about food? I'm just looking for a yes or a no. And if you want to elaborate.
Well, here's the thing. Do you think that?
Wait, before you ask me another question, hold on, wait. Before you ask me a question, I'm just asking very something simple. Do you believe that Acts 10, because you quoted this, you said Acts 10, right? The sheep knit, right? So I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. Hold on, slow down. I'm asking you a question. Do you believe that that was talking about food? Yes or no?
Did it mention food? Yes.
All right, we can't have a conversation. It seems like you can't answer any questions. Okay, so I'm gonna just continue. Okay.
You're doing things.
Okay, so like I was saying, okay. So
and what you're doing, you're arguing, and is that scriptural?
Sir, if you can't answer one simple question, then you obviously don't have any answers.
I answered it for you.
Okay, what's your answer?
Did
what's
he
your
not
answer?
talk about food?
No. That's not. You can't answer a question with answer that with a question, right? So I'm looking for a yes or no.
It was about food.
Yes. I'm saying is Acts 10 about
food?
Okay. Why don't you Google Acts 10 and see if it was talking about food? Because you said I misinterpreted that. I say it's not talking about food. I say that whole chapter of Acts 10 is a metaphor that's talking about people. So why don't you Google and see if that's the case?
So you're telling me God's talking about people, not food?
Yes.
So then God's saying it is okay for us to eat people because he makes it clean?
No, it's what's called a metaphor, right? So he's talking the food, right? Because he said the sheep knit is talking. Here, let's read it. Let's just read it, right? Because you don't seem to understand what this is talking about.
Surely.
Go ahead.
The Lord replied. Okay. Listen. This voice spoke to him a second time. Do not call anything impure that God has made clean. Okay, anything. Anything is what? Anything. That's not just people, my friend.
Okay, so read verse 17, right? And then read verse 28.
Hey, we'll go there. We'll reason the scriptures together right now.
Okay, all good. Okay, cool. Read verse 17. Read it out loud.
While Peter was wondering about the meaning of the vision, the men sent by Cornelius found out where Simon's house was and stopped at the gate. They called out, asking if Simon, who was known as Peter, was staying there.
Okay, so he was.
Want to know about?
So he was doubting the vision. He didn't know what it meant. So now go to verse 28 because he's going to tell you what God told him the dream meant. Go to verse 28. Read verse 28.
He said to them, "You are all well aware that it is against our law for a Jew to associate with visit a Gentile." Okay, of course. Mm-hmm. Okay, but God has shown me that I should not call anyone unpure or unclean. Correct.
There you go. Okay,
That's true.
So now what was the dream? What was the vision talking about?
Well, that particular vision was talking about anything God. You pray to God to make clean before the Lord is clean.
No. Peter's telling you what it means. No, sir. Read verse 28 one more time. Read it slow.
So are you telling me that we can't eat any food other than what?
The dietary law.
So we have to live by that 100%.
Yes. Now read verse 28 again. Read it a little bit slower.
Let me get to my Bible. I don't do Google.
Okay, good, good. That's what's up. We gotta get out of here, man. I can't find anything in these houses.
Y'all done got me distracted. I done died over here. I'm enjoying it though. Y'all keep talking.
I'm a biblical scholar, by the way. Just letting everybody know that.
All right. So, so when Jesus directly stated that nothing from the outside that enters a person can defile them, what is he meaning by that?
Well, before we go to Matthew 15 or Mark 7,
What does he mean by that, though?
I can show you what it means. That's not talking about you can eat pigs.
I'm asking.
Right?
Tell me what it means.
Right, he's talking about eating bread without washing your hands. That's what the context is, right? But before we go there, we can go there. I know all about that. Before we go there, let's make sure that Acts 10, that you understand that Acts 10 is not talking about food before we go any further.
Oh, okay. That could possibly be that, but I'm telling you this.
Okay, cool. Okay, so now we can leave Acts 10.
Not holding us, but the Lord is not saying, "Hey, if you eat anything other than what I gave you in the Old Testament, you're not a Christian." That's not true.
Okay. Then let's read Isaiah chapter 66 and verses 15 through 17, because he's going to tell you what he's going to do on the return of Christ when he catches anybody eating pig. Let's see what God said himself. And this is in the future. And then after that, we can go to Mark 7. I don't know if you read it from Matthew 15 or Mark 7. We can go there next, so I don't hog the floor. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to.
All I'm saying is this: is the Lord, you're not going to hell if you eat pig.
Well, let's see what God said. I think God says otherwise. I think God says you will go to hell if you eat pig.
And then I guarantee at one point in your life you ate pig.
No, I mean like without repenting from eating it. Like if you keep eating it and don't care. So let's read Isaiah 66 verses 15 through 17. Let's read what he said. And read it out loud when you get there. I don't have anything, man. See, we got to keep things in context, you know?
No, we will. Well, we need to keep in context that the New Testament does teach that we're not bound by the Old Testament food law. We're not.
It don't say that.
No, listen.
Go ahead.
Declared itself in Matthew 7:19, like you're speaking of. And Peter had a vision indicating God made all things. Acts 10:15.
We went over that. That's not talking about food, though.
I know.
So you can't use that.
Like I'm saying, while Christians are we are generally free from eating anything, here's what I'm saying, though. We should avoid certain things. Like, we should. That's not, okay, because it can be a stumbling block, like Corinthians speaks about, right? Paul explains in Romans 14, I think, and 1 Corinthians 10. We don't want to be a stumbling block. Okay, that is true. So if you feel that it is a sin for you to do that, hey, I'm not going to come to your house and bring pig. I'm not going to do it, right? So the point of this is that we shouldn't be a stumbling block to each other, okay? So Christ is our Savior. Once we repent, because it says, whosoever shall come to the Lord shall be saved. Call on the name of the Lord shall be saved, right? So we just need to figure out this, that we don't need to be stumbling blocks to each other. That's the main thing, okay? What we need to say is, look, if you feel that way, hey, if you feel the Sabbath is a certain day, hey, as long you're doing it though, as long as you're celebrating the Sabbath, I can't tell you, hey, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, right? It's not my job. My job is to do what Christ called us to do. That's what we need to be focused on, brother. We need to be focused on our mission, because that's what's going on at today's church. We're not doing the mission Christ called us to do.
Okay, so let's read Isaiah 66 verses 15 through 17, and then let's go to yours, Mark 7. So because I say you don't understand what these is talking. You did the same thing you did with Acts 10 with Mark 7.
I just cleared it up with you when Paul said it in 1 Corinthians that all things. So is Paul wrong?
No, that's not what it's talking about in 1 Corinthians. You talking about 1 Corinthians 8 or 1 Corinthians 10?
You're telling me when Paul said that to be a stumbling block, if you want to eat pig or I eat whatever, I shouldn't be a stumbling block to you in that way. So you're telling me that that's wrong?
Yes, that's absolutely wrong. And we can get there, but first let's go to Isaiah 66. You seem like you don't. You seem like you keep wanting to avoid this.
Listen to you get there because you're telling me how the word of God is wrong. So how's that contradicting?
No, it's not wrong. It's just that your interpretations of the scripture is wrong. Like what you're saying is not what it's saying. So let's go to Isaiah 66. Hold on, wait. Before we kind of stall out, let's go to Isaiah 66.
Back in the Old Testament.
Well, it's a future prophecy. It's talking about the return of Christ when God judges everybody, right? So it's past 2025, right? If you don't come back in 2025. So let's read what God said, because you said something. You said you're not going to go to hell for eating pig. So let's read what God said. Let's see what God say, and then let's versus that what you're saying, right? So let's read Isaiah 66 verses 15 through 17, and let's just see what it's saying.
Go ahead, let's hear it.
Well, I want you to read. I already know these passages. I've been studying this for.
Let me
just read it. I want you to read it for yourself, because I don't want to act like I'm.
You're talking about verses 15 through 17, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so what it's saying here.
Just read it. Just read it.
Okay,
just read it.
No, hang on. Let me see.
I'm going to zone. Can't believe me and you ain't dead yet. Just read it, bro. This is when God comes back to judge everybody, all flesh. Read what he say. Most people ain't never read these scriptures before. They don't, a lot of Christians don't really deal with prophecy. So when you don't use the Old Testament along with the New, you get all these misinterpretations of what you think it's saying. But when you master the Old Testament, the New Testament is very, very easy. I'm gonna stop up here real fast. You ain't read it yet. What's up, bro?
I'm reading through it.
Did you read it out loud?
I'm reading through it to get an understanding. I'll let you know what I think here in a second. Hang on.
There's a dude on me. I see him. Oh, there's multiple people here. I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm out of here. There's people here. Multiple people here. He's trying to shoot at me hella later. Why you not reading it, bro?
What that means? Okay, what that means?
Can you read it first, though?
It makes the reading out of context.
Okay, let's read it first. Let's see if.
Refers to people who engage in adulterous practices, secret.
Okay, let's read it though. Let's read it.
Forbidden foods like pork.
Okay, let's read it though. Let's read it. Okay, dang, it changed again.
And I, because of what they have planned and done, am about to come and gather the people of the nations and languages, and they will see my glory. Okay? Let's back. You want to go?
Sir, that's not. You got to. Isaiah 66 verses 15 through 17. Why is it taking you so long to read it? It's been like 5 minutes.
Well,
longer than that.
I wasn't in the 15. I was at 17, 18 minutes.
Yeah, read verses 15 through 17.
Okay, here we go.
Because 15 gives you context. We don't want to read just 17 and come up with our own interpretation.
So before the Lord will come in fire, and his chariots like the whirlwind, render his anger, his fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see here. 18. I'm going here. It says, take notice the Lord will come with fire, and his chariots will be like a whirlwind to pay back his anger. Yes, his anger and fury, and his menacing rebukes. Flames of fire. Well, I don't. What are you reading? Where do you read it?
Keep reading. You just keep reading. Right. You can. It's just.
I just went through it.
No, keep reading to down to verse 17. So why are you so hesitant in reading this, man? You've never read this before, and it's kind of shock value, huh?
Right now, but you're saying that it doesn't.
Sir, just read the text. Read the text. Just read from Isaiah 66, 15 verses 16 and verses 17. Just read the text.
Okay, so it says right here's I'll do the whole thing. I only had parts I was reading. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames on fire. For by fire and his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Okay, hold on, wait, stop right
and
there.
the
Wait,
slain.
has that happened yet? Has the Lord pleaded with all flesh with fire?
Dude,
Has he judged everyone with fire?
Listen, I think somebody has.
Sir, wait,
I truly believe-
sir, I'm asking a question. Has the Lord came and judged everybody with fire yet?
I think there's a time to come where he's
Sir,
coming back to deal with this, yes.
I'm just
Hey,
answer simply yes or no.
gotta go.
Of course you gotta go. Of course you gotta go. Of course you gotta
Your
go.
theology,
You can't
you're an
answer no
argumentative
questions.
person.
No,
You're
because
argumentative. I'm telling you
it
right
sounds
now, you're
argumentative
wrong.
because I'm just asking
wrong.
you a question and you can't answer a
Let's
question.
See, hey, I'm answering you this question. You're
No,
not,
I asked you a question. I'm asking you,
Yeah.
did this
And
happen
it says
yet?
nothing about food.
Did this happen yet,
Nothing.
sir?
But what does it say about
Sir,
food?
did this
It
happen
has
yet? That's
not
my
happened
question,
yet.
sir. Did
No,
this happen
it
yet?
has not happened
Okay, then
yet.
keep reading. So this
But
is in
it-
the future. This is a future prophecy then. So let's keep reading.
I just read it all to you.
No, you didn't read it
There's
all.
more you want to hear.
Keep going. Now that we know that it's a
Okay,
future
well, let's
prophecy, now that we understand that, now let's keep reading about this future
Okay,
prophecy.
so I got to 17 there. Let's see. Here we go.
You didn't get to 17.
Dude, I just read you.
Bro, I
Okay,
know
so
these verses by heart. You did not read that.
They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens behind
No,
the
you
tree.
skipped.
Guess what?
Just read verse 16 and then verse 17.
Okay, I'm gonna slow it down for you because you like to argue.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm just trying to get you to read the verse. That's it.
For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind. I get that.
Okay.
To render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire, which he'll do.
Okay, good.
For by fire and by the sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Huh?
The slain of the Lord shall be many.
Okay, so that means he's gonna have to kill a lot of
Hang on,
people.
I don't want to hear anything.
Go ahead.
I don't want to hear anything.
Go ahead.
I know how to,
Keep
I know
reading.
how to read.
Keep reading.
For I know that their works and their thoughts, it shall come that I will gather all nations and tongues, and they shall come to see my glory.
Sir,
Now we're at
that's-
verse 19.
Sir, that's not what it says. That's not what it says. You're skipping the
I'm reading
verse.
out of the Bible.
No, you're not, bro.
What verse am I skipping?
You're skipping verse. You didn't read verse 17, bro, all the way.
I'll read it.
Dude, listen, I can't believe this, bro. You can't even read two verse
Listen.
three. You can't even read two verses, bro.
Let me guess. Are you part of that? Are you part of that? What movement are you part of? What group? What denomination are you?
Sir, can you just read the text? What's it so? You can't read this. Just
I
never.
just read it. I read it.
Sir, if you don't read the text one more time, we might as well just end the conversation, man. I've been begging you to read this verse for like 20 years.
That's verse, right? Verse 17. They that sanctify themselves and purify themselves in the gardens of the tree, in the midst, eating swine's flesh,
There you go.
and the abomination. Okay.
And the mouse.
I
Keep
get it.
going. Keep going.
Okay, so the flesh and the abomination and the mouse shall be consumed together, saith the Lord.
Okay, so God said, so in that passage, thank you for finally reading that, right? God
That's
said
not
when he
for us,
comes,
dude.
God said when he comes to judge the earth, right? With flames of fire, if he catches anybody eating pork, he's gonna engulf them in flames of fire immediately.
No.
That's what he said.
Here's what it means. It describes the Lord's coming in a powerful fiery judgment. I get that.
Right.
Against all who rebel and practice false worship,
Yes.
including those who purify themselves through pagan rituals, like
Yes.
eating forbidden foods and pork. We don't do that.
Yeah, it says eating what?
We don't worship. We don't worship our food. The Lord is.
No, it's not
sanctified.
talking about
That's
worshiping
why we
food. It's
pray
talking
over
about
our-
paganism and people who eat pigs and mice.
We don't eat mice, and I'm not saying pigs.
Do you
is
eat
good for you, But
pigs?
I'm telling you, you're not going to hell if you've ate pork.
Well, God just said he's
I'm
gonna
not
burn
saying
you
you
with flames
should.
of fire. God said he's gonna burn you with flames of fire if you continue to
So
eat
let me
pork.
ask you this: what denomination do you belong to?
I don't have a denomination.
Okay, where do you worship at? This will explain it all. What are you? Are you just Christian? Is that all you're saying?
No, I'm not a
There's
Christian.
no-
Christian. I'm a real
there's-
Christian. Christian means follower of Christ, right?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that you're not part of like that movement where you're taking that Jesus, and I'm not racist by no means. It's all about black Jesus and Islamic. That you're not part of that, right?
Well, Jesus Christ is black in the Bible. What are you talking about?
Okay. That explains it all. Gotta go.
Christ is black. Gotta go.